Welcome back to the dumbest modeling channel on all of YouTube with Mr. Botch Thumb, which I've covered today, thankfully for all of you, and now with 100% less wisdom teeth. I had 2 left. They came out yesterday. I'm talking. It's Saturday. They came out Friday. Might talk a little funny. But, yeah, recovering quickly from that. I had a lot of people, wishing me well about the wisdom teeth coming out when I was doing the Andy's Tiger 1 unboxing on the channel. Just, you know how to find it. Oh, God. Trying to get my mojo back after just investing a lot of time and patience into that first saucer. It's really not easy. I struggle with this because I failed the first time to obtain what I felt was satisfactory results with the parts I was given. That didn't happen. A better modeler may have been able to rescue that pig's ear better than me. But now I got to get back to cutting out all these window openings for all the lights. So I'm going to do that, and just to give you something cool to look at, we're not using the kit-supplied Arboretum. Now I have 2 of them. We're using the one from Shapeways, from Spaceways Parts. How slick is that? So I gave it a basic paint job, Vallejo wood, some random Tamiya grays and whatnot, and then I did the flocking, the railroad grass, this crap you use for the model railroad dioramas. Did the grass. The water I did with basically whatever that res stuff, UV res, but it's not that. I have Mr. Resin from Japan, but I put a little blue resin tint in, poured it in there for the water, got a nice effect. And then I got some of these shrubberies. Bring me a shrubbery. I got a few of these bits, and I sprayed them with a little bit of a yellowish, like a dark yellow, just to give them a little bit of contrast. But there we go. She's looking pretty nice. Back to the misery of doing this with a crappy battery-powered Dremel meant to do pet paw nails. I had a plug-in Dremel. I got rid of it for some reason. I think I gave it away to a neighbor who does a lot of craft work. I'm like, well, I have this little guy. This is all I really need normally. Well, look at this sucker. So this battery will die maybe after getting through, a few sections. Might last for the whole ring, but we'll do our best there. Boyd on TrekWorks has an air-powered die grinder. I have some air tools, but really just the ones that you could use with a pancake compressor. I don't have like a 20-plus gallon compressor to run a die grinder. And just for this one kit, I'm not going to do it. He invested in that because he builds a lot of these things. So I'm going to get to grinding and cutting, and I'll be right back. Keep your teeth in your mouth. Welcome back to the Basement of Sorrows with Ian. I'm just redoing all the work I did the first time on the first saucer. I got all the little window things cut out. I'm masking off this edge. This is where the glue goes for the side walls. I'm going to go ahead and spray in here with black before I glue on the little sidewall pieces. I noticed some light leaking. My last one, a lot of people glue on the sides and then paint everything, but there's just a lot of light leaks. So I'm going to go ahead and just paint inside this bit here. We got our officer's lounge windows, the photo-etch popped back in there. Second time's a charm. It was a little easier this time. I kind of knew what I was doing a little better, so Boyd, he just boom, flies through it. This took me a little while. You saw it in the first video, what I did. We got, got our photo etch in here for the rec deck. Same as before, masking tape, shove them in from the back, crazy glue. Yeah, I've never had to use, have I never had to use so much crazy glue? Yeah, I guess the, my 1/20th scale Valkyrie Super Strike, there was a lot of putty and crazy glue involved in that kit as well. They were like the Chinese equivalent of round 2, I suppose. So yeah, that's it. Nothing exciting, nothing I'm really going to go over. We sanded down the top, we cut our openings here, because we're going to have the, the 3D printed bridge on there, whatever. Seen it all before. I'm going to scuff the whole thing down, all that other crap. We'll be back once I'm done with filling and sanding and priming this bit here, and more of the same for now. I'm sorry, I don't have a lot of new content. I'll try to keep this minimal until I get to something I haven't done before. Oy vey. Be right back. Ho, neighbors! The wisdom tooth removal recovery is going smoothly, if anyone is concerned. I am feeling no pain. And I have not even touched the hard stuff that the doc gave me. I haven't taken a single one because I don't like to, because those things will constipate you. And if it's one thing in this world a man loves next after the company of a good woman is a good bowel movement. I think one of our founding presidents said that. Or it's just total, internet rumor that got into my brain in the early 2000s. But here's our normal impulse deck. If you notice some gaps here, that's because I have been carving away on the back of this to fit a more, how do we say, idealized impulse deck from Spaceways parts on Shapeways. And if you could see, it comes down, because we're upside down, it comes down further, more of an angle, more movie accurate. To get it stuffed in here, though, primarily, you need to carve, carefully grind these areas open to a little bit more of an extreme angle. There will be some sanding required on the next section and possibly the lower saucer. But the good news is this upper saucer has gone together so much better than my first one. The gaps are nearly non-existent between the side panels. Like, really tight. I had to sand some of these down. Like I said in a previous video, I'm like, why don't you just make them a little too big? So you have to sand them to make them fit. My last kit, there was something wrong with it. Because there was so many gaps. There was so many big gaps. It was pretty ridiculous. And I did a test fit without removing any locating pegs. I did it, oh God, trying to fit this thing together on camera. Oh, there we go. This one actually squeezes together easier than my last one too. It's really weird. There we go. She goes together. There's a little bit of a lip here. A little bit of a lip here. Here it's pretty smooth. Here it's pretty smooth. Tiniest bit of a lip here. Little bit of a lip there. And a little bit of a lip there. But it's sort of consistent most of the way around the saucer now, at least. My last, I don't know, what was when that last box was like a Monday pop or a Friday pop or happy hour when they popped that thing out of the mold, but something was not kosher with how it cured, cooled, and or whatever, settled, however the terminologies go, when it popped out of the mold. But this one fits together immensely better. Oh, now we can actually see, we'll actually probably need to Hackintosh away at our lower saucer. Let's see here. Shnikes. Not much. I don't think we'll need to do too much surgery on the lower half of the saucer to get this. Yeah, no, it looks pretty good. The next section is where we're going to have to do just a little bit of clearancing. Not in lens, in frame. We'll have to do a little clearancing and possibly some filler and blending. But this thing looks so much better because it's got the 3D printed grills, so you don't need to go crazy with all the masking. You just paint everything black in there. Not worry about it. You don't need to pass, the light will pass through the slits. And you could probably still put the photo-etch on here. I have to test fit the photo-etch and see if they'll go over the top of this. I might want to do that, actually. It might be a nice touch. But there we go. We've got a pretty damn decent saucer. I had to do a little bit of final touch-up around this officer's lounge. But this one is coming out way better than the first one. That's for damn sure. Just considerably better. A little pig here right now. Probably throw a little lick of primer on it and see how she chooches, and then just, sand away with some very gentle sanding sticks. But yeah, coming along way better than the first one. I swear, it's not me, it's you. No, it was that first kit I got. There was just something wrong. Nothing fit right. Nothing felt right. I don't know if you ever get a kit like that. It was my first time getting something that wacky. But this one comes apart easier. It goes together easier. Like, everything is just clearly different and better. So we'll be right back. And I'm in a better mood now. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cult TV Man, for sending me a good one. If you want to order one of these that's not warped, just go to Cult TV Man's website, and there you go. I'll be right back. Okay, after a couple hours more work, our photo etch is in, mostly smoothed out. Need to do a little bit of sanding on either side of the window, but I do have a fresh coat of Tamiya Fine Surface Primer on here. So we will give this a final sanding sometime during the week and come back to this build, but sometimes you just gotta let something sit for 24 hours. Have some patience, Padawan. Oh, wrong movie. Ugh. Nah, Star Wars is dead to me. No, not totally, but either way. There you go. So it's coming along. A lot better than the first try, I'll tell you that much. But, okay. Stay tuned. I'm going to just keep doing little bits of this video during the week. I'll be right back, according to you guys and gals. Adios. Well, no, be right back. Hello, my name is Ian, and I have been rattle can Walmart paint free for my entire career. And then today I did something horribly against everything I stand for. Yeah. So spraying the Mr. Hobby Mr. Surfacer out of the pot with the thinner and all, it was a bit unwieldy and stinky. So we had the light block. I was gonna say shadow coat. Light block the inside of our saucer. You could see it's gonna need another coat. Some of this stuff, you know, just because of the little extrusion pin marks, we'll need another coating. I ran a flashlight under here, and yeah, there was light shining through, especially through these peg holes. But they'll be full with the other pegs, which I did put paint on. Ooh dear, just sand it off a little. But yeah, that's where we're at. We've got our officer's lounge in there, looking pretty good. Not 100% perfect, but I still could do a little more sanding and another coat of Tamiya primer, Mr. Hobby primer, but it's pretty damn close. And then we've obviously we got our impulse deck fitted. Oh, this is the wrong. That's the wrong one. That was the misshapen one. This one is the correct one, and it still needed fitting because it's trying to be more movie accurate to the blueprints of the Enterprise. So that's there. The photo etch is not going to work. I test fit some of the photo etch from Paragraphics on here. They have two sets of impulse grills. There they are. I took that stouter one. I took one of those, and it kind of mostly sort of fits. The problem is the lines in that photo etch metal do not line up with the lines in the 3D printed part, so it's going to basically block out way too much light. So we are not going to use the photo etch. We'll just go with these. It's perfectly fine. I don't have one of the original, model makers from the movie coming to critique my work. Now, what I did do tonight is I ordered the paint guide from Trek Modeler, and I don't know, it's delivered by PDF, but I've got my receipt from PayPal, but I do not have my link from Trek Modeler with the PDF just yet. Not sure if I did something wrong, or maybe they just send out the emails manually, so I'll get it like Monday when they're back in the shop, or Saturday if I'm lucky. So I'm a little dead in the water here for now, but I'm getting on the live stream at 9 o'clock with the Hobby Time Modeler. Well, you'll have to go back and watch it because this video is going to come out way after that live stream. And I'm going to be trying to fedaddle something here to get something done during the live stream. I'm not going to make a whole lot of progress. I don't really plan on finishing this kit like I finish a tank kit, which is usually pretty damn fast, because I'm so outside my comfort zone with this ship. With the sheer amount of photo etch and the somewhat troublesome fitment of parts and the amount of paint and the amount of masking and the amount of, dear God, I'm depressing myself. Either way, one of my friends said, don't say BRB, it's getting annoying. We shall return after this short non-commercial commercial break. A little more progress got done. I might have gone over this already, that we started to light block the inside of the saucer, and I decided to start working on arguably one of the most tedious parts of the model is the shuttle bay. You start out with the plain plastic. I'm going through the paragraphics photo etch here, and you just start gluing in all those little ribs. They're really not that bad. Just have some medium to thick CA glue, some tweezers, a little bit of patience, grit your teeth. Now, I've primed over these, obviously, but it's pretty sick. Someone mentioned to me when I was doing it, hey, you're going to drill out those windows? And I drilled out the windows. And then my idiot, I'm a moron. I forgot to drill these. We have another shuttle bay. It's okay. I could start over on that side. Or I could just pop that piece off. CA glue is pretty brittle. It doesn't have a lot of sticky stick to it a lot of times, so you could usually pry it off of there sometimes. It won't self-disassemble, normally, but it's not the strongest bond. But these bits are going to be not under any severe tension. Snap a little top on there. Look at that. That's going to just be scrumptious, isn't it? Yes, of course. Okay, that's it for this part. I'm gonna gather my sanity back together and build up some strength to continue on with this. This is the most intimidating thing I've ever built. I have to admit, easily. On to other intimidating things to build. I'm doing an unboxing video right after this, so it'll be up on the channel. Check it out. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching the dumbest modeling channel on all of YouTube. I couldn't do it without you. Well, I could definitely do it without you, but it would be way less fun. So thanks for watching. Adios, everybody.